Hello, welcome back to Bradow's Blockbusters. I'm Michael Bradow.
I'm Jeremy Alves.
And this is our review of the 2017 horror film, It. Based on a Stephen King novel of the same name. It's 2 hours and 15 minutes long, rated R, directed by Andy Muschietti, and written by Chase Palmer, Cary Fukunaga, and Gary Dauberman. It's available on Prime Video, Vudu, Fandango, Apple TV. It had a budget of $35 million and earned $700,381,748 worldwide, making it a box office hit.
Yeah, it freaking broke some records too,
Yeah.
I think.
As usual, I have the scores from Rotten Tomatoes, IMDb, and Metacritic. The tomato meter gives it an 84%. The user score is an 85%. IMDb gives them a 7.3, and Metacritic has a 69.
That's great.
Yeah.
But I think the Rotten Tomatoes scores, I think those are switched. 85 is critics, 84 is audience.
Oh, well,
Same thing. They're literally
Yeah.
the same thing. Who cares?
they're 1% off.
Either way,
me
they
alone.
loved it. Either way,
Yeah.
they loved it.
Uh,
They loved it. Sorry. I'm sorry.
I want you to think about what you just said.
I mean, they did love it. I'm gonna keep doing this the whole review. I don't give a fuck what
I'm
you
gonna
say.
punch you in the tit.
At least I don't have any, unlike you.
Alright.
I'm sorry.
Way to fat shame me on my own channel.
Don't worry, we'll fact shame Jeremy Ray Taylor.
Yeah.
Which, now you see him now, he's not that fat.
Unfortunate.
Unfortunately. But anyway, I guess I should get some awards.
Yeah, talk about awards.
Yeah, I was only nominated for 4 Saturn Awards. Best Horror Film, Best Supporting Actor for Bill Skarsgård, Best Performance by a Younger Actor, Sophia Lillis, who played Beverly, and Best Makeup. And they all lost.
What? The Saturn Awards are fucking stupid.
And just to get this trivia out of the way, Warner Brothers tried doing an Oscar campaign for this movie to win to be nominated for Best Picture, Best Director, Best Adapted Screenplay, Best Supporting Actress for Sophia Lillis again, Best Editing, Best Costume Design, Best Visual Effects, Best Sound Editing, Best Sound Mixing, Best Makeup and Hairstyling, and Best Original Score. And yet, it wasn't even nominated for one.
That's very unfortunate.
I think this film should have really been nominated for at least one Oscar. At least one. At least makeup.
Yeah.
Or costumes.
Mm-hmm.
Either way. But
I think the makeup work is really good.
yeah, but
we'll touch on
fuck the Oscars. They really lost this amazing movie.
It's been a while since we talked about child actors.
Yeah, I think the last time we did was Cat in the Hat, Child's Play. And this has been a while since we've done a horror movie too.
Yeah.
Last time we did was Child's Play. Yeah, Child's Play.
Yeah. Unless you want to count Beetlejuice, but I don't.
It's comedy.
Yeah,
really.
it's comedic.
It still has some things in it.
Exactly.
But if we're talking basic horror, Child's Play.
Yeah.
But then they advertised this like it was going to be plain horror when this movie's so much more.
Yeah.
But we'll get that when we grade stuff.
Yeah.
So, but what's going on here? What's the plot of this picture?
Oh well, I'm so glad
a fucking 1,000-page book. What is the plot?
I'm so glad you asked.
And I interrupted twice.
7 young outcasts in Derry, Maine, are about to face their worst nightmare. An ancient, shape-shifting evil that emerges from the sewer every 27 years to prey on the town's children. Banding together over the course of one horrifying summer, the friends must overcome their own personal fears to battle the murderous, bloodthirsty clown known as Pennywise.
Sums up the whole movie.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
I gotta say though, I'm mad at the plot for not including all the pervy parents as a plot point.
Yeah, but I guess they didn't want to go too much into that.
I don't blame them. No one ever wants to go too much into that.
Yeah, and plus, like, they were really gonna shy away from their real genre, which is horror.
Yeah.
But again, when we grade it, we'll get to how that affects it.
Exactly.
But I stated too much trivia in the commentary track, man.
Well, why don't you read off some of your favorite trivia?
My favorite ones. Okay, my favorite ones is kind of the technique where Andy Muschietti and I think Bill Skarsgård he kept Bill Skarsgård away from the kids half through the production until they had to shoot with him.
I think that's one of my favorite.
That's a very good trick.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite parts of it.
Because then you could get the
genuine first reaction to the clown, right?
Yeah, from the kids, and the kids played off really good.
Mm-hmm.
Even if they were scared of him at first, except Sophia Lillis.
I'd say that.
And Finn Wolfhard's actually really scared of clowns, by the way.
I'd say that personally, if I were to make a horror film, I would probably do the same technique.
Keep the kids away from the clown, and try to keep the clown's identity away.
I'd try, basically.
Because they tried to keep them away from social media.
Yeah. I'd personally just try to, keep them away from whatever villain. Not necessarily a clown, but, just, I'd like to get genuine first reactions, to something like that. I think that's a very, very cool technique.
Yeah, I think he had every good reason that he thought it was going to work, and it worked.
Exactly.
Hell, Jack Dylan Grazer, when he was shooting a scene with Bill Skarsgård, these kids are literally professional actors. They do so well. I'm not going to go into acting, but Bill Skarsgård actually thought he was torturing Jack Dylan Grazer because he was playing it so good.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Bill Skarsgård, everyone on production said, behind the clown makeup, he's such a sweetheart and everything. He asked Jack, "Oh, you okay? Are you?
Yeah.
Was I too hard or anything?" And Jack just says, "I love what you're doing. I love what you're doing with the character." And it's like,
what a little pimp.
These are little professional, little fucking actors here.
Yeah.
And Bill Skarsgård's like, "Oh, okay.
Guess I didn't make you poo your pants.
We're just good actors." Hell, this is why he went into Shazam.
Jack Dylan Grazer?
Yeah, Jack Dylan Grazer. Not Bill Skarsgård. Imagine Bill Skarsgård as Shazam.
Full Pennywise makeup.
Forget Zachary Levi. But, yeah, I think that's my favorite trivia to mention.
Jack Dylan Grazer was in a movie that I've seen memed a lot. It's called Mermaids, or
I think
Scales. Mermaids Are Real.
I think I've heard of that.
And you know what my favorite thing in that is?
Yeah, what's up?
In both it and Scales,
yeah,
his character breaks his arm.
And in Shazam, his leg is it's like Tiny Tim from the Christmas Carol. Okay. Like his leg is messed up.
Or like Gingy from the end of Shrek.
Yeah. We're going back to last week.
Yeah.
So
Shrek is just beautiful.
Come on.
I know we're done talking about Shrek, but
come on, it's fucking Shrek. Man.
Exactly.
But so if you were to pick an actor besides Tim Curry or Bill Skarsgård to play Pennywise, who would it be?
Ooh.
Yeah, who would it be? I can't imagine either Tim Curry or Bill Skarsgård, because they both do great.
You know who I think could be a pretty good Pennywise?
Who?
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton, I think, can pull it off. But
based on Beetlejuice alone,
he would add a lot more humor to the role.
Yeah, it would
Tim Curry did.
It'd be a much more comedic,
Tim Curry did in the miniseries back in 1990. But so the reason I say that is because there were other actors who were rumored to play Pennywise, and Johnny Depp.
Oh,
Jackie Earle Haley.
I don't know who that is.
Jim Carrey.
Oh God, no, not Jim Carrey.
Jim fucking Carrey, who I love, by the way. I love Jim Carrey.
No, he's good. Just not Pennywise. He's not.
I know, Pennywise. But I love me some Jim Carrey. He could be over the top with it, though.
I love me some you.
Oh, please. No one does.
I do. Your girlfriend does.
Yeah, you're right. Willem Dafoe. You know who that is?
I've heard of him.
Paul Giamatti.
Okay.
And get this last one. Channing fucking Tatum.
Channing Tatum?
To play Pennywise.
No!
Magic Mike himself.
Magic Mike.
Plays Pennywise.
Damn. What a king.
I know. Jackie Earle Haley, just because I said you didn't know him, he played Freddy Krueger in the Nightmare on Elm Street remake.
Oh, okay.
That's why.
Right.
And Johnny Depp, I kind of don't want him. He ruined Willy Wonka. Not that he ruined it. He made it into his own thing, but
yeah, it's not the same. I couldn't
I don't
see
know.
him
Just
as
Bill
Pennywise.
Skarsgård. He's really good.
I couldn't see Johnny Depp as Pennywise.
Yeah, Johnny Depp. He's Jack Sparrow.
Yeah.
Or Sweeney Todd. Not Willy Wonka.
Or
Not Pennywise.
you know who else he is?
Don't you fucking reference that movie. Don't you fucking dare.
Guy Lapointe.
Oh my god.
I only bring it up because I know it pisses you off.
I hate that movie so much.
Listen, we both do something that pisses the other off. I bring up Tusk. You say hit that notification bell.
That's not a fucking movie that I made you watch.
Hey, that's the point of a movie review channel. You still watch good movies and shit movies.
Whatever.
And everything in between.
Yeah, I guess. But I guess that's a little trivia, I guess, worth mentioning. I mentioned a lot more in the commentary track.
Yeah, you were mentioning fun facts here and there. It was fucking great.
Like, this is probably... Like I said, when this came... In the commentary track, I said it, but when this came out, I fucking fell in love with it. Love it. No, I'm not saying it. I'm not going to say it. Anyway, so should we go to our cast here?
Mm-hmm.
So let's go to... Billy. Jaden Martell.
Mm-hmm.
I think this kid can lead a movie.
Yeah, definitely.
Honestly, I think all these kids can, but him just leading this one, he can do it. He was, besides it, he was in
the Book of Henry the same year.
Book of Henry, which wasn't well that received, surprisingly. But
he's in the new, I think it's a miniseries on Apple TV, Defending Jacob.
Yeah. He was in, obviously he came back for It Chapter 2.
Yeah.
He was in that new critically acclaimed Knives Out.
Yeah.
Small role, but he's still in it.
Yeah. He was in The Confirmation. Masters of Sex?
Oh.
What? He's a child!
No. I think he played himself, like, as a celeb. He was on an episode of American Dad.
I love American Dad.
I love me some Dad American.
Some Dad American. Oh, God.
Yeah. But...
There's really not a lot of...
Yeah, these kids are... there's not going to be a lot for these kids.
Well, yeah, because they're all, like, 17?
Yeah, they
18.
don't have a lot, like, others, but... I guess I'll just say it out of the way. They all do great. Like, I really think all these kids did a great job.
Yeah.
I think this is honestly the best child... Yeah, I think honestly this is the best child acting we've had. Or have we seen for the channel. Yeah. Other than Alex Vincent in Child's Play... These kids are great.
Exactly.
I really wish... that's why I really wish that these kids were... I mean, they won an MTV award for best, I think, cast or group. They fucking beat the Avengers, for God's sake. These kids. So...
Honestly, makes sense.
And this is why these kids got fucking so many jobs after this movie. They all got more stuff. So you cannot tell me these kids suck, because...
No, they all do fantastic.
They rock.
And one thing that I'm just gonna put this out there now. I think every kid we introduce, we don't have to mention the fact that they came back for Chapter 2. I think that's just a given.
Yeah, all the kids came back. Obviously, they're not fully in it because obviously the adult cast now takes over.
Bill Hader.
Oh, Bill Hader. Oh, I love Bill Hader. But I guess we'll still mention I guess going to Ben.
Yep.
Jeremy Ray Taylor,
who was in Goosebumps 2.
He recently had a lot on Nickelodeon.
Yeah, Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yeah.
He was in 42. Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman.
Oh yeah, rest in peace, Chadwick. Oh man.
Yo, I heard that news, and I was like devastated.
Dude, I was watching Birds of Prey when I found out. I was on the different side. But,
Get out.
But, he was in. He had a very small role in 42. Hey, but he was also in the Marvel Universe. He had an uncredited... he played a bully in Ant-Man.
Wow.
Oh, so he's a bully too, huh?
And he played a kid in Alvin and the Chipmunks, The Road Trip.
Justin Long!
it all comes back to Tusk.
Fuck you. But yeah. So that's all for our little Jeremy Ray Taylor here.
Yeah, he doesn't do a lot.
For Nickelodeon, he's done a few, but
well, I mean,
after it,
you go into their wiki pages. I just googled them. Like,
yeah.
So we have varying.
So I guess
levels.
we'll go to our leading lady.
Our leading lady.
I think she's up there with Bill or Jaden Martell.
Yeah.
She's up there. Sophia Lillis. And honestly, I wouldn't blame her or the Academy if they nominated her.
Neither would I.
She does so good in this.
Just a quick little thing.
Yeah.
She is gorgeous.
Yeah.
I just want to
she's
put
a cute
that out.
girl.
Yeah. She was in the new Netflix series I Am Not Okay With This.
Wyatt Olaf, who plays Stan, he's also in that with her.
She was in Gretel and Hansel.
Oh, I heard that. I thought that movie was actually pretty decent.
Ooh, Nancy Drew in The Hidden Staircase.
I do not know how that... Oh, by the way, for the poster for that movie is so fucking cheap, by the way. It's really cheap. You see it, right?
Yeah.
But I forgot how it turned out, though. I don't think it did good. I really don't think it did that good.
Oof.
Yeah.
That's...
Well, Rotten Tomatoes gave it an okay score. 68.
Oof.
But...
Okay.
Yeah,
it's no 69.
But she does really good with the boys in this.
Yeah, no, Sophia Lillis. No offense to the guys, but she kind of carries some of it.
Yeah, she really does.
Because
I mean, all these kids played, except really Richie. All the kids all like have something to like be afraid of in their personal life, right? And I think Sophia Lillis does best because of her father. Who's a rapist.
The scenes with Bev and her dad,
really good.
Some of the best.
She does amazing.
And that's not to say, oh, they're the best because there's a child rapist.
Yeah.
No, they're the best because Bev really shines in those scenes. Sophia Lillis used it as a strength.
Yeah.
The fear, she used that as a strength in her acting. I think that's all I can say on Sophia Lillis. Is she's
great.
Yeah.
And then I guess we'll go to the most recognizable one, and our boy Richie.
Oh God,
Finn
Richie.
Wolfhard.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's Pugsley from Addams Family 2019.
I hate you. He was in Dog Days. He was in that new horror movie, The Turning, which was horribly received, by the way.
He was in The Goldfinch.
He's supposed to be in Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Yeah.
Obviously, that got delayed.
And
then for television, obviously, Stranger Things.
Yeah. He's in Carmen Sandiego.
Oh God. He's directed his own short film, Night Shifts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be in Pinocchio in 2021.
Yeah, I'm literally on that too.
Is he gonna be Pinocchio?
No, he's not. I hope not. It's a voice cast, by the way.
Well, yeah.
Lampwick. Oh, I know who that is.
Who?
Lampwick. It's that freaking. Have you seen the 1940?
Is it the Fox?
No. That's Honest John. Whatever. But have you seen the 1940 original Pinocchio? Right?
Yeah.
Remember that kid? The kid that turned into a donkey. Smokes the cigars. Smokes the cigars and plays pool with him. Yeah.
What?
Finn Wolfhard's gonna play that role.
There's not even. None of them are actually. None of these actors are listed for Pinocchio, like as Pinocchio. I wonder who Pinocchio is going to be.
I'm on the Wikipedia page really quick, and Gregory Man. I don't. It's not really. He's not well known. You can't click on his name. We're getting way off topic.
Exactly.
Hell, you're talking with one of my favorite films of all time, Pinocchio. My favorite Disney film.
Have you ever seen?
Don't you dare say it.
The live action one with the.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't fucking mention it. Either way, let's go back to Richie. He's obviously he kind of, besides Pennywise, he steals the show.
Yeah.
He's funny. Finn Wolfhard just has this great humor.
God.
He improvised most of his lines with Jack Dylan Grazer, who plays Eddie.
Honestly, it's great.
They
play off each other.
Obvious, but I know. So I watch this YouTube channel called Cinemassacre. James Wolfe, I love you, dude.
If you're listening, which we know you're not.
Yeah, but I love him either way. Well, he reviewed it, or first thoughts, whatever, and his friend Mike coincidentally named Mike. Also mentioned that in 1980s, these kids wouldn't really be saying these things. Because you see 80s movies, obviously made in the 80s, and they don't really curse. I mean, they curse, but, like, they don't say a lot of dirty jokes like he does.
Right.
And I think that's where Finn Wolfhard takes that a little bit too far, but it's still funny enough, obviously. But obviously, it's not realistic for 80s kids to say, like, oh, your mom bleeding vagina or something like that.
I think that's the best part about getting child actors and letting them improvise.
Yeah.
Is you get a more genuine interaction between them. Because it's not, the 5-10-year-olds looking at each other and going, ha, your mom is fat. What's my next line? Ha 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 ha. And no, it's like, it's basically what we do. We're just kind of sitting here vibing with each other.
Yeah.
And so Finn Wolfhard was like, you know what? This scene could use a mom joke. Your mom's a whore.
Yeah, and Andy Muschietti, he let them vibe.
Exactly.
Like, of course they had to say the lines they had to say.
No, of course, yeah.
For, like, not the horror moments, he let them do their thing.
Yeah.
And I honestly love him as a director, though.
The bonding moments. You really feel that they're bonding.
At the end where they all, like, take the blood oath. Yeah. And then that music, it's just like, that's childhood now. Like,
I don't remember fighting an evil, murderous clown. I think
I don't remember that
we were
either.
missing out.
Fuck, man, I wish I was in the 80s.
Man, I wish I could get killed by a clown. John Wayne Gacy, where are you?
Oh my god. Anyway, love Finn Wolfhard. He's great in this as Richie. And adult Richie's gonna get even better with Bill Hader. Then on to our next kid. Well, obviously these aren't kids anymore. Wyatt Oleff, who plays Stan.
Fucking Stan.
Not really much for him. He was in Guardians of the Galaxy and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, which were short roles.
He was in Someone Marry Barry.
He was in an episode of Shake It Up.
He was?
Yeah, he was in an episode of Shake It Up.
He was in Once Upon a Time.
Yeah.
He played young Rumpelstiltskin.
Rumpelstiltskin? Going back to Shrek, but Shrek 4 has Rumpelstiltskin in it?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was in a Doritos commercial.
Rumpelstiltskin or
no, Wyatt Oleff.
Yeah.
He was in a Doritos commercial. And did you know that him and Sophia Lillis were both in Sia's music video for Santa's Coming for Us?
I love that song.
I wonder why. I wonder why you love that song. It's not like we sang it together in our senior year.
I know, right?
Fucking best times, man. But Wyatt doesn't have a... Oh, besides his show with Sophia Lillis, I'm not okay with it.
I'm not okay
that already got canceled, though.
Really?
Yeah, it already got canceled.
Damn.
Like, damn. Yeah, damn right. Damn. But, yeah, he has a few, but...
Yeah.
I think he's the least one. Or, no, the next one is...
Chosen Jacobs.
Yeah, who plays Mike.
Mike.
He does music.
Oh, okay.
He does mostly music, but... Yeah. It Chapter 2.
Hawaii 5-0.
God Friended Me.
Castle Rock.
Oh, Castle Rock's another...
I've heard good things about Castle Rock.
Another Stephen... That's a Stephen King show. But...
I've been meaning to start watching that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Bill Skarsgård's also in it.
Oh.
Yeah, him and Chosen are both in it.
Nice.
Oh, both went back to Stephen King.
I feel like this is an interesting name. I've never heard of anyone named Chosen.
Yeah, he has a very special name.
And that's ironic, since unless he was adopted, I don't think his parents chose him.
Really? When did you say that? Oh, Chosen. Right. Yeah, he was... But if you follow him a lot, he's mostly music. Tries to make his own music. And then I guess the last person of the Losers Club, I mean, not last kid. Jack Dylan Grazer as Eddie.
Eddie!
Another one who skyrocketed after this movie.
And the movie I mentioned, Scales, Mermaids Are Real.
Yeah, and then he was obviously Shazam.
Yeah.
With Zachary Levi. I watched his CBS show, Me, Myself, and I, because that show literally just came on, or came off right after it. So I'm like, oh my god, he's in the show, I'm gonna watch it, because I loved him in it.
Yeah.
And the show was okay, but he was in an episode of Robot Chicken.
Oh. He was in Tales of Halloween. It says.
Ooh.
Beautiful Boy.
Beautiful Girl. Da da da. Singing in the Rain. No.
I'm.
But yeah, he and Finn Wolfhard really do click. They do well together.
Mm-hmm.
That's why many.
No wonder Richie and Eddie are gay.
Yeah, many people wanted before It Chapter 2 came out. Many people wanted them to be gay, and that's sort of what we got.
Ready.
He plays a good kid that has asthma
and other various diseases that his mother made up.
Yeah, and it's.
And he takes gazebos because they're bullshit. That line fucking killed me.
I misheard it. I already told you in comment track. I misheard it the first time, and I thought he said placebos. But then I saw it again, said gazebos. I'm like, oh, that's why people found it funny. So yeah, Jack Dylan Grazer, another great performance from him.
Yeah.
So I guess
all the kids do fucking fantastic.
All right, two more worth mentioning. The bully, played by Nicholas.
Well, two more worth mentioning before we get to the coup de grace.
Yeah. The one who played Henry, Nicholas Hamilton. He's actually Australian. Did you know that?
I did not.
Yeah, he does not talk the way he does in the film. But he was in another Stephen King movie,
The Dark Tower.
Sadly, because Dark Tower wasn't that great.
He was in Captain Fantastic. Never heard of that.
Me neither, but he has a little bit, but not too much.
Right. A lot of them, when I'm Googling them, they're only coming up with like 6 or 9 results.
Yeah. But as a bully, he's good at playing a mean bully.
Yeah, you definitely.
I feel so unsafe for the kids that he's gonna fucking do something to them.
Yeah.
He was so close to killing Mike so many times, and Nicholas Hamilton just does an amazing job.
And I'm sure as it's like this with a lot of actors, but usually the meaner the roles you play, the nicer you are in person.
Bill Skarsgård.
Yeah.
Well, not him yet. Well, after this person, which is Georgie Jackson Robert Scott, and obviously this bounced him into so much success that he starred in another horror movie in 2019, The Prodigy.
Yeah, The Prodigy.
Which was not as good as it, but
he's in Lock and Key, and in 2018 he was in something called Skin. Well, it's a short film.
Oh, short film? Oh,
yeah.
Okay. For him, he didn't have a lot to do, but still, he's like Alex Vincent in Child's Play. He's another great child actor.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Because obviously the kids they're getting to become teenagers when they were filming. Then by the sequel they were.
He's still a child.
Yeah, and he's like Alex Vincent in Child's Play. He handles it well. Especially with the clown. Because, Alex Vincent had to deal with the Chucky doll. And then Jackson Robert Scott had to deal with Bill Skarsgård and Pennywise, which he wasn't even scared in the first place. And Bill Skarsgård is a sweetheart.
Yeah.
He's so nice, but
I think it's funny when a child actor is put in a horror movie.
Yeah.
And they're supposed to spend all their time
with
on
the
screen
killer.
with the killer.
Yeah.
Because the entire time Georgie's in the film, every time he's in the film, it's right around when Pennywise is around.
Yeah.
Except for the very opening.
They had the face to face. And in Bill's basement when he's holding him as a puppet.
Yeah. So every time so basically what I'm saying is the fact that they had a kid, and pretty much all of his scenes, if not most of his scenes, had Pennywise in them.
Yeah.
And the fact that hearing that he was completely unfazed by it, I think that's just very funny to me. Is the fact that the people who you think would be the most scared, are the ones who don't give a fuck.
Yeah. But yeah, he does his job. Everyone, the young people, even though Bill Skarsgård is kind of young too, but not he's an adult.
He's 30.
Yeah, he's young. He was 27 when they filmed it.
Yeah.
Oh, 27. Oh, 27.
Oh,
27.
It was meant to be!
So, speaking of him, why don't we get to the last recognizable face of this whole damn movie?
Yep.
Pennywise
Bill Skarsgård.
Obviously, besides Richie,
Obviously,
he steals the fucking
yeah.
show.
Probably best known for It in It Chapter 2.
He was also in Deadpool 2.
No, he was.
God, with freaking these actors go to Marvel or DC, man.
Yeah.
Really. He worked with Charlize Theron in Atomic Blonde, which was the same year as It. Castle Rock, again, another Stephen King related project.
Naked Singularity.
What? Naked Singularity? Okay, it's a drama. It's not a porn. Good for him.
Simple Simon.
So this one thing I want to mention, he's really tall, if you can't tell in the movie.
Yeah, he's 6'4".
He's legitimately tall. But he is such a good guy, man. Like, if you see the behind the scenes of It in It Chapter 2 a little bit, he could tell, like, Bill Skarsgård's such a wonderful guy. He had fun even though he was a little messed up after playing Pennywise, because, first of all, you're playing a freaking killer clown.
Yeah.
And you're going to get fucked up by that role.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like we've mentioned that in another one of the movie reviews. Who got fucked up by the role? Oh, Joaquin Phoenix in Joker.
Yeah.
He was probably fucked up after playing the Joker. And Bill Skarsgård went the same... I guess it's a clown playing thing. I don't know. But
I think it's the idea of having to fuck with your own mentality to think like the character.
And you have to... On top of it, you have to act.
Yeah. Because method actors, they do it all the time.
Oh my god.
Like, you have to get into the character.
I guess that's probably why they kind of consider Jim Carrey, but because he's a method actor.
Mm-hmm.
I can understand why they would want him, but he's Jim Carrey.
Yeah, I'm glad he wasn't.
He's no clown to me.
He is a clown, just not a killer one.
Yeah. But going back to Bill Skarsgård.
Yeah. That's everyone in the cast. They're
worth mentioning.
Yeah, there's really not much else to mention about any of them.
I guess for the sequel, we won't mention the kids again.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll say that obviously they did. Yeah. I'll just say right now, they do another good job in the sequel, even though they didn't have a lot to do.
They're in the sequel for like what?
5, maybe a little more than 5 minutes.
5-10 minutes.
And then
on top of that, for the
future. In the beginning it's them, but then it goes to the adults. But during
there are flashbacks.
Adults, yeah, exactly. There's flashbacks.
So throughout the movie, are we gonna call It 2 with the kids like a Beetlejuice effect, where like they were the main focus, but now they're just kind of like in less than like 18 minutes of film?
Yeah. But and even though some of them had to get de-aged because Finn Wolfhard and Jack Dylan Grazer grew so much during it.
Thank God for technological advancements.
Because it wouldn't have worked.
Yeah. Honestly, though, I'm surprised they didn't like shoot all the flashbacks and shit, like in all the younger stuff.
Yeah. When they
2017.
In the first one.
Yeah, because they could have filmed all that stuff while they already had the kids.
Because to be honest, when the film came out, they were already growing.
Yeah.
Like, they were already changing.
Mm-hmm.
Except Sophia Lillis, she didn't really change that much.
But
the boys...
Wyatt's... Throughout the entire movie, you can hear Wyatt's voice cracking and changing.
Yeah.
So, I feel like that would have been a smart thing to do, would be to get all the scenes and stuff that you need for the sequel, using the original kids.
Which they did.
Yeah. But I'm saying... I'm thinking it would have been easier to just do those during 2017 rather than wait until 2019 when the kids are 2 years older.
Yeah.
You know, and so they can't pull off the same stuff. Because I feel like the waiting, it gives the kids too much time to change in like facial features and height and voice.
Mm-hmm.
So it would have been smarter to do all the flashback scenes and all that kind of shit during the filming of the original film.
Yeah.
Rather than wait until the sequel. But that's just me. like if I was gonna make a film like this, I probably would have done all the flashbacks and stuff for the sequel during the original production.
But yet, I don't think they were. I didn't think they knew for sure that this was gonna do really, really good, like break records.
Regardless, they did set it up for a sequel.
Yeah. Either way,
and
we were gonna get one.
Yeah, and besides, it doesn't end there. Like anyone who's seen the miniseries or read the book knows that it doesn't end when the kids
they separate.
Yeah, it doesn't end there. So whether the movie did this well or not, they should have already known we're probably getting the sequel.
Yeah.
Regardless of how it does, So what if I were to make a movie like this?
Yeah.
Say I was making it remake in, let's go with 2050 or something like that. So enough time's passed.
Yeah.
If I were to make it, I'd film the It Chapter 1, all that stuff, and then all the flashbacks and stuff that I know I'm putting in the second one. And then I can just take those clips and all that and put them in the second one.
Chapter 2.
I can put them in Chapter 2 when I make the next film in the 3 years or so that it takes to make the next film. But that's just me. I can't argue with...
You can't argue with Andy Muschietti.
Yeah. I can't argue with the... I haven't seen the sequel, but I'm sure that it works out well. It works out perfectly fine. Thank God for technology, though. Because de-aging... It's a beautiful process. Thanks. That wouldn't be available back when the miniseries aired.
No.
Or anything like that. But,
And one of the kids, I think it was Jack and the Grazer. I forgot who exactly. One of them was in the episode of Robot Chicken. And do you remember who played young Ben? Young Richie in the miniseries? Seth Green. Seth Green was young Richie.
I didn't know that.
And who made Robot Chicken?
Seth Green?
Yeah.
And you know who else Seth Green was?
Who?
Scott Powers. Or not Powers. Scott Eagle.
It all connects, dude.
It all connects, bruh. Shot it.
Oh my god. Anyway, I think we should go.
I think.
Well, cast is perfect, amazing, and
everyone's perfect.
So
in their roles.
I guess grading, acting wise, we'll just say quick A.
Yeah, we'll get it out of the way. It's an A.
A. Kid's amazing.
Exactly.
Bill Skarsgård amazing.
Perfect. Yeah.
Acting A. Real.
Acting is. Mwah. There's nothing to critique on the acting.
They just for kids, really good.
Especially for kids. Yeah. I've always found it funny that the Losers Club is a group of minorities.
Yeah.
Not your typical minority idea, but you've got the disabled kid. With Bill. You've got the girl.
Beverly.
Yeah. You've got the fat kid. You've got the black kid. You've got the Jewish kid. You've got the overprotected kid. And you've got the wise ass.
Yeah. Realistic types.
Yeah. They're all realistic types who
and not
could
just,
be outcasted.
Not just regular stereotypes.
Yeah.
And kind of like how the Breakfast Club made.
They're more than their stereotypes.
Yeah.
Like, Ben has more to his character than, I'm fat.
Yeah.
He's intellectual.
He's lonely.
He's lonely. He's an intellectual. He likes something that he's ashamed of liking. So there's more to him than just the fat kid.
Yeah. And there's more to them than they are, except Richie. He's the wise ass.
That's pretty much like all we know about him.
And other than he's also Jewish.
He is also Jewish, but Stan is like the Jew.
He's Jewish, and I guess his father is too hard on him for being Jewish. Because there is a deleted scene.
His father's the rabbi.
Yeah. See, there's a deleted scene where he storms out of the freaking church when he had to do his speech or whatever.
The synagogue.
Yeah. So there's more stuff to the kids than just them being, I guess, how do you call it, like what they're looked at.
Yeah. They're more than the stereotyped minority that they are.
Yeah.
They are fully fleshed out people.
Yeah.
Although I do appreciate that none of them are like the jock kid.
Yeah.
Or the cool guy who has all the friends in the world. or something like that. I like that it's all people who realistically are outcasted.
Yeah.
Like someone whose mother doesn't let them out of the house much. Someone who gets picked on for being chubby. Someone who probably doesn't have a lot of friends because he's always cracking jokes and being wise ass and getting detention and stuff like that.
Someone that's freaking homeschooled and he has his own parents die in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
So these kids have a lot of shit.
Yeah. And I like that even though they joke about Bill's stutter every once in a while, they don't make it define him.
Yeah.
Like he's more than his stutter.
He's just a kid who wants to find his brother and doesn't believe that he's dead. Yeah.
That's very powerful thinking about it. But when not to get off topic because we were going to grade, but near the end, when Bill comes face to face with Georgie in air quotes, and Georgie's like crying and telling him, "I love you. I want to go home. Take me home."
I know what you're going to point out right now. Is that like
when Bill takes the gun and says, "I love you too, but I know you're not Georgie,"
because he realizes
and shoots him in the head.
He's dead.
Yeah. He comes to terms with it. And he's been in denial the entire movie.
And even when after they defeated or quote unquote defeated Pennywise, he picks up Georgie's raincoat and he fucking realizes he's gone.
Yeah.
And then Richie even tried telling him, and then he's the first one to walk over to him because he knows he's like, it's sad, but it's true. You wanted to find your brother, but now you know that he's gone.
Bill was kind of going through the 5 stages of grief. But he spent most of the movie in the first stage.
Yeah.
Denial.
Yeah.
And then he finally gets to, acceptance after he goes through anger and all that kind of stuff. So. But, nonetheless, I think it's time to grade, like we were going to do.
Yeah, acting's already nice.
Yeah, acting's nice.
Screenplay, I think we kind of mentioned where the kids aren't just stereotypes.
Yeah.
Even though it's I guess the basic horror movie plot is that the 7 kids are getting chased by a clown and they have to defeat it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. But this is coming off more than a 1,000-page book.
Yeah.
And for the first part, I really would give the screenplay a perfect A. Even though the plot, again, it's like a cookie cutter horror.
I'd probably give it an A too.
Because the characters are just so good.
They're so fleshed out.
You love these kids. They're likable characters.
Yeah. And
again, it's not just. That's where I'm finally coming to the point where this is not just a horror movie.
Mm-hmm.
This is a coming of age as a horror film.
Yeah.
It's a coming of age horror film.
It's kind of like if you were to mix something like Nightmare on Elm Street, which is horror, with Stand By Me.
Exactly.
Another Stephen King movie.
Yeah.
But it's a coming-of-age story rather than a horror story.
It's both. Kind of like the miniseries didn't do it that well, this one does it perfectly and combines coming-of-age and horror.
Yeah.
And also adding a little bit of comedy in there.
Yeah. Richie steals the show.
Really.
With his comedy.
But screenplay, you wouldn't... Like I said, they advertise this like a regular horror. But when you watch it, it's more than that. It has the comedy. It has coming of age. It has the relatable.
It has
kids.
mystery.
Yeah.
Like when the movie opens and we watch Georgie die,
horror.
That's horror. But then from that point on until the kids see Pennywise for the first time, it's like the kids themselves. It's just coming of age
drama. Coming of age drama.
Yeah. So
not too much drama.
No.
Coming. It's like coming.
But it's enough drama.
They deal with bullies.
Yeah. Like Bev getting trash water dumped on her.
Yeah.
Ben getting stabbed in the stomach.
And that's kind of why for the people who don't like the movie, I think that's kind of why they don't, because they kind of missed the point.
They were expecting full horror.
Yeah. Which I think the miniseries is more like that, but I think that has more goofy moments than It and It Chapter 2. But other than that, screenplay's an A.
definitely.
Cinematography for a horror film. Oh,
it's very beautiful.
Very beautiful. Filmed in Toronto, Canada.
There are such fantastic shots. I mean, the movie could. It's very dark.
It's not that basic cinematography.
No, it's not. But I'm saying it's a little dark. You know, we had to shut the shades and
we had to turn up the brightness,
and all that kind of stuff.
Then again,
that's expected for a horror movie.
Yeah.
But it works. I don't think I could watch this movie the same way if it was lighter in colors and that kind of stuff.
So cinematography, I mean, nothing groundbreaking.
No, nothing
for
groundbreaking.
A horror movie, really, really amazing.
I'd give it at least a B.
Yeah, me too. B. Again, nothing like groundbreaking, but
no. But it especially for a horror movie, it's real good. Like most of the shots stick out.
Yeah.
Like,
I
especially like all the reality bending stuff that goes on, like when Pennywise fucks with the kids, and like reality shifts.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like fucking Eddie when he gets scared by the leper.
Yeah.
And he falls through the floor.
Yeah.
I like that kind of stuff. You know, it's nothing groundbreaking, but it's done very well.
Yeah. I guess for a horror, we don't really even talk about this, but for a horror movie, the music.
Oh yes, music. That's what I meant. Music. I'm gonna give it an A. It really sets the scene.
Because this is not regular horror movie music.
Yeah. No, it's not.
Not like the Halloween theme.
Dun, dun. It's not Jaws. It's not Halloween. It's not like setting you up for a jump scare.
Yeah. It's
a
genuine sound. It's actually a genuine soundtrack.
Yeah, I mean, it's got its creepy undertones.
Yeah,
every once in a while.
But it has it's good. Like this good music, you probably find like in a drama.
Yeah, or just again a coming of age movie.
Yeah,
you know.
So music and A.
Yeah.
So I guess the next one I'll just fit into a lot costume sets.
Yeah, costumes and sets and makeup.
Costume sets and makeup all in one.
Yeah. Altogether,
just because Pennywise alone
sets the makeup at least.
Yeah, and then costumes too, and the kids dressing like, the 80s.
Yeah. So Pennywise alone is just an A.
Yeah.
For both costume and makeup, and the sets are just fucking great.
Even though they actually had to go outside in Toronto.
Yeah.
And film it.
I like the
sewers,
the Nebel house and the sewers.
Yeah, the Nebel house.
They're beautiful.
Great. It's just great.
Yeah.
Then, I guess, if you have anything right now, because I have nothing in mind to grade on.
I can't really think of it. I think we've covered everything. It's just a good fucking movie.
For a horror movie,
it's
not just good.
No. That's just kind of like my go-to sentence.
It's just more, it's just so, this horror movie is just so much more.
Yeah.
So much more, and I think the people who don't like it kind of miss that point. It's so much more than a horror movie.
Yes.
And that's kind of where the miniseries fell for me a little bit. I still enjoy it, but the hit 2017 just really hit me the first time I watched it, and I loved it ever since.
Thank you.
But then Chapter 2 came out, and I'll get to that next week.
Yeah, that's a story for next week.
Which you haven't seen either, so you have a fresh mind on it.
And this one, like I said, I've only seen like half of it.
So you're gonna have a real fresh mind for the second one.
So I'm excited. I'm sure you are too.
When I saw it in the theater, I was so excited. And I was satisfied, believe me, but I'll get to that next week because I have a lot to say for the first one, so I have a lot to say for the second one too.
Exactly.
So overall,
overall,
it's just an A for me, man.
Yeah,
I really cannot give this anything else.
An A for scary.
You mean A for trying to think of a line.
New kid on the block.
Yeah, I can't think of anything that starts with an A. But anyway, yeah, this is
an
probably...
A for and I was in your mom last night.
Yeah. Oh boy. Oh yeah.
Them Richie lines, bro.
But this is probably one of my favorite horror movies and one of my top I guess, top 20 favorite films of all time. I just really love this version of it.
Yeah,
it's just great. I think it's just great.
Hey, it is real good.
It is.
Yeah. I haven't read the novel.
No, me
but
neither.
I want to.
I read it, honestly, a little bit, but that's obviously online.
You read only the gangbangs.
No comment on that.
That means he did! Hashtag cancel Jerry 2020.
Fuck you. Look, I love you too. No, but I was just interested in see, like, oh, this is what they cut out of the movie. Well, obviously they couldn't add it. Oh, wait a minute. The special effects.
Oh, special effects.
Visual effects. Because that's not a lot, but, like, for the sequel they used a lot.
Yeah.
A lot for Chapter 2, but this one, they used a little bit.
Yeah, you can see it when they use
the balloons are fake.
Yeah.
Pennywise.
Obviously, Pennywise's face opening.
Sometimes
every time it opens.
Fake.
Yeah.
Not terrible, but I think that's one of the, I guess, bad things.
Yeah.
It's not too bad.
It's a better use of CGI than most films.
Yeah.
But you can still tell
it's just Chapter 2 makes it. I'll just say out of that, Chapter 2 just makes it worse.
I'm saying special effects. I'll probably give like a B.
Oh, B.
Personally, a B.
Uh-huh.
Me,
for a movie I love so much, I probably would. Yeah, I'll give it a B. Chapter 2, I'll probably give it lower. Not terrible, but
let's
it's a good thing he didn't use that much, like he did in Chapter 2, which we'll get to.
Yeah, we'll save that for next.
I'll end it off that.
Yeah.
We'll just wait for Chapter 2.
Man, you're excited to talk about Chapter 2.
Yeah. I was excited for this one, too.
Yeah. So, regardless, I think that's it.
Great fucking movie.
Yeah.
You know what's getting #1 this month already.
That's it for it.
Fuck you, stole my line.
Yeah, I stole your line.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna say it. We're done clowning around. Again.
You know what? I'm gonna say
Actually, no. Why would I say that? We have It Chapter 2 next week. Why would I say that?
I don't know, because you're an idiot.
Yeah. I guess I'm the real clown around
here. You know
here.
what? I'm gonna say it. Smash that like button for the gangbang cut, baby!
Oh boy. Pennywise lives for next week.
He does. Speaking of which, that giggle at the end of the credits, if you have not watched the credits sequence for that movie, you should do what we do and stick around through the entire credits.
First of all, great music during the end credits.
Yeah, great music during the end.
Right when it's about to end, and then he laughs.
Pennywise chuckle.
Showing you that it's not over yet.
Nope.
And this is, I guess, the beginning.
Just the beginning.
For Chapter 2.
Exactly. So, yeah. Regardless, I think that's it for...
it?
Yeah. So, thank you for listening. Make sure to comment your own opinions. We like reading them. Make sure to tune in next week for Chapter 2. Like if you liked it. Subscribe if you'd like more. We upload new reviews every Monday. Every Friday is a new commentary track.
Yeah.
This month we're doing sequel September. So if you couldn't tell, we're doing It and then It Chapter 2, and then we're watching another series.
Another horror movie that only has one sequel.
Yeah, another horror movie and it's one sequel. So it should be fun. We're trying to do a lot more themed months.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it's a fun way to categorize what movies we're going to watch. Because our first 2 months were. First 3 months, we're just kind of
all random.
Whatever movie we want to throw in.
And then August was Mike Myers month.
And this is Sequel September.
Yeah. Which I wouldn't mind doing that again. Obviously.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun. So thank you for tuning in. Make sure to check out the commentary track when it comes out.
Mm-hmm.
If it's already out, then what are you doing? Check it out.
Yeah.
And without anything else to say, this has been Bradow's Blockbusters. I'm Michael Bradow.
I'm Jeremy Ells.
Smash like for that gang but
don't you dare.
I fucked it up.
Good.
Okay.
Because we all float down here. And you'll float too.
You'll float too.
Peace.
You'll float too.
Peace.
You'll float too.
Peace.
You'll float too.
Peace.